and welcome back to Love Your Food. This week, just in time for New Year's, we have a traditional festive drink that is eggnog. Now, this is a very easy, incredibly rich, delicious eggnog, but it does contain raw egg yolks. So you do want to make sure that if you're making this, you're making it the day before or the day of. It does have a little bit of cooling time required, but let's start with some ingredients. We have some milk, some eggs, obviously. We're just going to be using the yolks, some sugar, some heavy cream. So we've got some 35% whipping cream there, and some rum. Now, I prefer to use a nice, sweet, easy to drink rum like Kraken. Blackwell works well for this as well. So we're going to start by separating our eggs. So we're just using the yolks for this recipe. All of the amounts of the ingredients are going to be in the description below. And you can save those egg whites for whatever you like. You can make meringues out of them, egg white omelets. There's lots of ways to use up egg whites if you have excess. So we keep them in a jar, we put them in the fridge. They will definitely get used. So we're just going to whip those with a whisk until they are pale. This is just the start here, so we're just going to get those nice and pale. We don't even need to get them to the ribbon. Then we're going to add our sugar. And we're going to combine that well. Now, the sugar added to the egg yolks will begin to cook them right away. So you do want to start moving quickly at this point. So once you've got the sugar well blended, we're going to add our milk and our rum. So this is obviously a very boozy eggnog. You could also use bourbon if you don't like rum. Again, you want something a little on the sweeter side, something that's easy to drink. I find Buffalo Trace is good for this. Something really sweet and easy to drink at room temperature. So for our first part, we are going to now chill this. And this is going to sit in the fridge for at least 3 hours. So we're just going to cover this, and that's going to go into the fridge for 3 hours. If you want to leave it longer, you can, but I don't recommend under chilling it. The longer, the better. So about an hour before you're ready to serve, what you're going to do is take out your heavy cream. And we're just going to whip this until it's thick. We're not even going to go as far as stiff peaks. No further really than soft peaks. Now, we add a little bit of sugar as well to our cream because it does make the whipping easier. And just give it a nice, easy whisk in there. If you do have a blender or like a stick blender or a handheld whipper, then that's fine. You can use that. But you don't want to go too far on this. You don't want to make it stiff peaks. You certainly don't want to go far enough that it's really, really stiff whipping cream. Just nice and, as you can see here, we're just going as far as soft peaks. The other thing is you want to make sure if you are doing with a machine that you're getting down to the bottom and you're getting it nice and uniform. That's the only problem I usually find with the hand blenders or anything like that. It's easy to miss the edges and not stir things up and get the corners. So once that's right into that soft peak area, we're going to get our chilled mixture out of the out of the fridge, my apologies. And we're just going to add that in. We're going to give it a gentle stir just to get it combined. Now, it's not ready quite yet after this, so you can see here, we're just going to get that in that bowl. And we're just going to stir it up so it's well combined. We want that creaminess to just sort of mix well with that rummy egg yolk mixture. And it's just a gentle stir to get all those flavors combined. There we go. We're not going to take it much further than this, honestly. We want to give a little scrape around the bowl. And you certainly want to make sure that everything's mixed well. And I'm going to show you here, we're just going to give it a little a brief little whisk here so you can see there's still a layer of cream on top of the rum and milk mixture underneath. That's fine. What we're going to do now is this is going back in the fridge. Now, it can sit overnight if you like, if you're doing this for a party the next day. A minimum of an hour, really, is how long it should sit. And you can see here we've got this beautiful, thick coating on top. And when I serve it, I do like to give it a nice stir to get some of that thick, frothy egg, the whipped cream in with that egg mixture underneath. It is certainly a very rich, desserty kind of drink, but it is incredibly delicious. The rum matters a lot. I remember the first time I made this, I made it with sort of a pale white rum. I've seen a lot of recipes like this that ask for a light rum or a fine rum like Havana Club or something like that. I find that a little too strong, a little too bitter for this. I like to use something very, very sweet, and it's just delicious that way. And of course, we always like to grate a little bit of fresh nutmeg on top there. If you don't have fresh, you can use pre-ground, that's fine. Just a little dusting on top makes that beautiful aroma, a nice decoration as well. And that's it. That's the whole thing. This is a beautiful traditional holiday drink, absolutely delicious and very, very boozy. So drink in moderation, drink safely for sure. If you like this recipe, please do like and subscribe. And if you have anything you'd like to see Chef Caleb try on the channel, please let us know in the comments below. And remember to love your food.